This is 10.5 of geometry. So we're going to find area of a regular polygon again. But this time it's going to take a little bit more work because we won't have both our apothem and our side length. So this first one, what is the area of a regular pentagon with 4-inch sides? So let me rough sketch our pentagon over here with 4-inch sides. So everything we're going to do here we've done before, okay? The only thing that's going to be different is sticking it all together. So the first thing we need to do is we need to find what the big angles are in this, okay? So that's the one where we do 360 divided by the number of sides, right? Divided by 5. That gives us 72 degrees. Then I got to find my little angle. So that's 72 divided by 2, which is 36 degrees. Okay? So now if I draw one of those little triangles in there, I'll show you in red where I'm talking about. One of those little triangles. We just said that that little angle is 36 degrees. This is a right angle. We know that this whole thing across the bottom, the side, is 4 inches, so this must be 2 inches. Right? So I have my side length. The thing I wasn't given was my apothem. So I need to find my apothem, which in this picture is right there. Well, this is a right triangle, so I can use SOHCAHTOA. This is my opposite side, and this is my adjacent side. So if I'm using O and A, I need to use tangent. So the tangent of 36 is equal to opposite, my 2, over my adjacent, the A. And I need to solve for A. So I'm dividing by A right now, so I'm going to multiply by A. A tangent 36 is equal to 2. I'm trying to get A alone, so I'm going to divide by the tangent of 36. So A is equal to 2 over the tangent of 36, which on a calculator gives me about, let's say, 2.8. Okay, so now I've got my apothem, I've got my side length, so I can find my perimeter, right? That's side length times the number of sides, so 4 times 5, right? Side lengths are 4 inches, there's 5 sides to a pentagon. So our perimeter is 20. Now I can plug it into A equals 1/2 AP. A is equal to 1/2 times 2.8 times 20, which if we do that on a calculator gives us 28. And our unit was inches, so inches squared. Okay, here's the steps. Find your big angle. Find your little angle. Set up your triangle. Use SOHCAHTOA. Find your perimeter, then plug into your equation. Okay, we're going to do that same similar process. It's going to be a little bit more work, okay? So it says a tabletop has the shape of a regular decagon. Here's my regular decagon. With a radius of 9.5 inches. So remember, radius goes from the center to a side. So 9.5. Draw on the rest of my triangle there. And we need to use that to find the area of the tabletop. Well, remember our area equation, A equals 1/2 AP for regular polygons. I need to have my apothem and my side length. Neither of which do I have right now, so we're going to have to find both of those. But our process is still going to be the same with just a little bit of extra work in the middle. So I'm going to find my big angle. Right, that's when we do the circle in the middle. So 360 divided by 10, which gives us 36 degrees. Then I want to know what one of these little guys is. So 36 divided by 2 gives us 18 degrees. So then in our triangle, we've got 18 degrees up here. This is 9.5. First I'm going to find my apothem, okay? So this is my hypotenuse, right? This is my adjacent side. So I'm going to have to use cosine. So the cosine of 18 is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So A over 9.5. So I multiply by 9.5. So we get 9.5 cosine 18 is equal to A, which if I do on a calculator, I get, we'll just call it 9. So our apotham's 9. Then I got to do it again to figure out my side length. So if I put in my x there, that's my opposite side. So if I use opposite and hypotenuse, that's sine, right? So the sine of 18 is equal to x over 9.5. Multiply both sides by 9.5. So 9.5 sine 18 is equal to x. If I do that on a calculator, we get that x is about 2.9. That is not your side length, okay? That is this little piece here. So we need to double it or add it twice, right? 2.9 plus 2.9. So our side length is 5.8. Now we have the two pieces we need. I can find my perimeter using that side. Perimeter is equal to side length, 5.8, times the number of sides, so 10. So we get a perimeter of 58 inches. Then we can plug it into our equation. A equals 1/2 A, so 9, times the perimeter, 58, which on a calculator gives us an area of 261 inches squared. Okay, so you know we have a triangle equation, right? It's A equals 1/2 base times height, right? But that only works if we have a right triangle. If we don't have a right triangle, your book explains exactly what happens here, how you find the height using sine, and we get this equation out of it, that the area is equal to 1/2 BC sine A. So if we have two sides with the angle in between it, we can find the area of a triangle. So A equals 1/2 BC sine of A. Doesn't matter which side you plug in for B and C as long as they're both next to that angle. So in this case, the area is equal to 1/2 times 10 times 16 times the sine of 34. So 1/2 times 10 times 16 times the sine of 34 gives us an area of 44.7 inches squared. Oh, they want it rounded to the nearest square inch, so 45 inches squared. Not too bad, right? Plug in your sides, plug in your angle. The angle always goes in the sine function. And there's your homework.